What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So, if you can't tell by the title and thumbnail of this video, Onyx is getting some more mods. And in the last video, like I talked about here, this package right here has some goodies for Onyx in it. And we're gonna be getting into what is in here. I actually just opened it. I haven't pulled anything out yet, but... Okay, so what we got here actually is a BMR rear torque box reinforcement kit. So, it looks like right here we got... These are probably gonna be for the lowers for the front, where it bolts the 90 degree to the floor pan. This is, okay, let me get one of these open. Hang on one second. All right, so here we go. This is actually gonna be for the upper reinforcement arm here that bolts to the chassis. That C channel right there, you actually drill the holes and bolt through the chassis, or you can weld it, but I'm just gonna bolt it. Should be fine that way, but yeah, that's one of the upper pieces. I went with the hammer tone black because I just think it looks better than the other color, which was red. Plus, this won't get as dirty as quick as the red. And I know it's under the car, you don't see it, but I'm one of those weird people that wipe down the underneath of his car when he's got nice parts like this on it. So we're gonna be trying to do this install, and from what I've read, it's not very difficult, but it can be depending on, I don't know if this car's ever been in a crash or not, and if those rear upper arms are gonna fit good. That's the only thing I've noticed on the reviews and stuff, is some people's had trouble with the uppers fitting correctly or good. But we're gonna see. Hopefully everything goes smooth, but we'll find out. And we already got Onyx on the lift, so we're gonna race him up, get the rear wheels off, and start tearing this thing apart. And there's also a couple other things I'm gonna do that the car really doesn't need, because like I said in the last video, we're gonna be doing some drag racing stuff, so we're gonna be doing some weight reduction. Nothing crazy, but it is gonna be weight reduction nonetheless. So the first thing we're gonna do is get these rear wheels and spacers off. Yeah, I know, those are the cheap spacers that everybody hates on. Other wheel. Yeah, I know, guys, I don't like these and I need to get something different, but that's what I'm rocking with for right now. Another thing we're gonna be doing, which pretty much all SN95 owners that I know, Fox Body, I don't know if they got them, but pretty much all SN95 owners that I know take these rear quad shocks off so you can fit some meat under there. So we're gonna be taking those off as well. It's weight reduction day at Busted Knuckle. Less weight means more faster. Oh, these things are shot. Yeah. Just all the way in, that easy. One down, one to go. Let's see how this side feels. That side's not as bad. Now to save a little more weight, I'm gonna be taking off this sway bar, because what I'm gonna be doing, I'm not gonna need this, not at all. There you go. All right, so what I'm gonna do to give me a little extra room, instead of taking the axle back all the way out, I'm just gonna leave the axle back in and just let it hang down. I took it off the hangers from the in front of the axle and the back, and it's got a good bit of room, so there shouldn't be anything really in the way. The only thing I'm gonna probably have to do is take the shock out. What I actually may do is just pull the top loose up here and push it through the floorboard, and then just let it hang back. That way, just saves a little bit of time. A little bit of brute strength and ingenuity. Bolt wasn't too bad to get in. That was a bolt for the upper on the front side. Let's keep going. So we got the new upper on. It's not fully bolted on yet. I still gotta drill the holes here and put the bolts through, which I'm gonna take this shock out of the way. I got the new bolt through up here, up front. It really wasn't that hard if you do what the directions say. It says to push this up, you know, flush all the way, and barely stick the bolt through with the washer right here in behind the bracket. So all you gotta do is just barely stick the bolt through, push this all the way up, and it'll pretty much just go right in. I barely had to pry on it to get it to go, and I just used my hands to do that. So far, kudos to BMR for a good fitment, and kudos to my car for not being bent in some weird way in the previous past, whatever. Anyways, let's keep going with this install and see if it continues to be somewhat easy. I hope so. Now what I like to do is take me a little center punch and try to get right dead in the center of this hole here. And then this one here. Pretty close right there. That just helps keep the drill bit centered up whenever you start through. I'm gonna start out small, work my way up. All right, so we finally got this side on. It really wasn't too bad. A little bit of time went into it. Now we just gotta take and repeat and do the other side up here. Probably only gonna do the uppers today because I'm running out of time, but we'll try to get this other side on, and hopefully this side should be a little bit easier. This one kind of got in the way with the fuel filter housing and stuff drilling, the holes for the bolts. But if you had a 90-degree drill, it would be a lot easier. I just didn't have one here. I have one, but it wasn't in the shop. I forgot, I took it home. So I ended up using this one. It worked just fine. But yeah, we got that side on. Looks pretty good, nice and flush. Now I just gotta put the shock on and repeat on the other side. All right, so we're finally done with the top side. Let's see if we can get a view for it here. The only thing you're gonna have to do is take and do something with this brake line here. I'm just gonna drill a new hole and pop rivet it back down. It just had to be moved a little bit. Nothing crazy, and also you're gonna have to take your rear end bump stop off and just unbolt it. No big deal. I didn't need it anyways. The bump stop was already missing. And it just had the little plate there that was for the bump stop to be bolted to. Other than that, it looks really good. So I definitely like how the BMR ties both of the left and the right side together with the bar that goes across the middle. This right here will definitely add a lot of strength tying the two sides together. Plus having that comes off the front to the chassis here, and it's just bolted on. Like I say, you can weld it if you want. I just think bolting it down is gonna be fine. It should do just what I need it to do. But yeah, guys, I think it looks pretty good. Got the uppers done, got the bar across, tying in both uppers. Should add a bunch of strength to this thing. But that's gonna do it for today's video. I'm not actually gonna be able to do the lowers now because it's getting kind of late. It's Sunday. I gotta go to work tomorrow morning, and I don't want to be up here till midnight trying to get this done. Especially, I'll probably have to have somebody anyways on the inside of the car whenever I tighten up those plates that bolt through the floorboard. So it'll be much easier that way if I can get somebody to help me do it. And so we'll just wait and do it another time. Probably won't video it, but I'll show you guys the finished product. But that's gonna do it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did enjoy it, be sure to smash the like button down below. And also leave a comment down below and tell me what you think about the way I wanna go with the build so far, and also the BMR rear torque box reinforcement kit. I really like it, it's pretty good. And it actually fits really well. It wasn't too hard of a job. It's a little tedious, but if you got a little bit of patience, I mean, you can get it done, no problem. Also, if you're new here and it's your first time viewing my channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. That way you can stay up to date with all the videos coming out on Onyx and a bunch of the other projects we got that's gonna be making a comeback to the channel, actually. But until next time, I appreciate you guys. We'll see you.